today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, this is the NFL on EA Sports. Carson Wentz and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Ka'imi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. Tall, prototypical-looking pocket passer with better athletic ability than what people think, gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
They'll start with the option. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Pretty good first down play, keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Handed inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Done. 120. Come on. You better bring it. Check it out, read.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Wentz now on first down. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
40. Go. Waiting. Check 41. Let's go, D.
On 2nd down at 4, Wentz. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On play action, Wentz. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Forced out to his left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. This is Hines, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone, they do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
Tremendous overall athlete, does everything that you're looking for. Big time in the quarterback run game against their better opponents, but can also operate skillfully from the pocket and can beat you with his mind as well.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Number 53, Mike 53. I got one.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left.
Now it's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Let's see what you got.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Come on, watch Sam. Single.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll get this one to Pittman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. To throw is Wentz. Flushed out right. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Mike 50.
Wentz gonna throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jordan Jenkins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, 50 the money.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Wentz to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with first and 10.
53, Mike, stop your whining. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Following the sack, it's now third and long for Watson and the Texans. Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. first kick 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Watch it, watch it slant, watch it slant. Watch it.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
There we go. Good job, good job.
Houston set to take over. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
53's the mic, 53, check 53. Line up, go. Yeah, that's what I do.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
You've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. from the gun. Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
And that one makes it 14-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
41. Wentz now to throw. Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Here we go. Waiting. I'm coming.
Now Wentz. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. That'll bring up second down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Go.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Wentz to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
Let's get that ball right here.
Again, it's Wentz.
It's our time, guys. It's
The
our
toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the flag, watch the flag.
Wentz now on first down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 180. Hey, eat. Hey, they're scared. Mike,
On first and 10, here's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
Let's go.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a terrific first half from quarterback Carson Wentz. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Watson now to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards that time.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
Check, set, 19. Check, 53's Mike. I'm coming.
Watson on 1st down. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, Watson on the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Set, 19. 53 is the mic. Man, I got you. 53 is the mic. 53, check.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53.
Throwing again is Watson. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, Watson. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points, as you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Alert! 3 down!
On second down, it's Hines. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Whoa! Mike. What's your son? Check 55, Mike. Target.
They run with Taylor, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Behind the chain, second and 12.
Back.
To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Defense, let's go. 55.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
On first and 10, Watson. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
On any pass that's in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Hey, watch the ball. Mike, 53.
To throw again. Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Oh, what is that?
Marcus Cannon, the guilty party there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Operating from the gun, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
53 is the Mike, 53, check.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Indy set to go on offense once more. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you, son. I got you, son. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And it's 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
You ain't going nowhere. Let's go, let's go.
Here's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
19. 53 is the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
On first down, it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pass complete from Watson to Akins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And Cooks has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Watson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To the air yet again. Watson. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask moves them closer, and now 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. (17-17) the score. 25 and down at the 28. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Houston set to take over. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 53's the mic, 53, check 53.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, 19, 58 to the mic. Run. 58, boys, 58, 58 Mike. Hey, man, watch the boost.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Johnson. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carson Wentz in the offense. Down 24-17, 25 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
They're not ready for this. They still
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. One final try now for Wentz. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Indy.